Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today there's a reason why I don't have any lipstick on and any eye makeup. It's because I am going to do a different type of video than I've ever done before, and I'm excited about it, but mostly nervous, I would say. So I'm going to do palette bingo, and of course you already know that because you're seeing the title. But I've been wanting to do this for a while, and every time I see other people do these videos, they always look really fun, and it's just something different, and it's a way to pull out some maybe old palettes that I haven't used in a while. I don't know, I've put it off because I was nervous to do it because I'm not always the most creative person. I mean, I really try to be, but I don't know, I feel like I'm not, and I feel like this will challenge me, but it's a good thing. It's a good challenge, and so I've wanted to do it. Now, a lot of people pull up their phone and use the number generator on their phone. I use my phone to film. That's what I'm using to film on right now. So I'm going to do the number generator on my computer. I'm not going to show it to you because, I mean, honestly, like, you can, I mean, hopefully you'll trust me on this one. I'm gonna do it live, but I'm not gonna show it to you because it's just kind of a pain, and why would I make that up? So anyway, but I thought about using the Nubian 2 palette by Juvia's Place because I was trying to figure out what palette to do. I thought about doing one of my newer palettes, but then I thought, well, but this is in my Throwback Thursday, and so this is a great way to use this palette a little bit more. And it's also an older palette, and some of you may have it, some of you may not. Either way, it doesn't really matter, but I think a lot of times on YouTube, the newer stuff gets talked about a lot more, and then some of the older stuff gets forgotten. And so I thought this would be a good way to pull out a little bit of an older palette. And they are now available at Ulta, which is great. So you can get this palette there if you're curious about this palette or just the brand Juvia's Place in general. They are fabulous. So there are 12 shadows in here. You can see they're beautiful big pans. You can see where I've swatched them. So I'm gonna put in 1 and 12 as my max, and we'll, gosh, how many shadows should I use? That's the question. How many shadows do people usually use for these? Why don't we do 5? Is that a lot? I don't really know. Let's try 5. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know what I'm doing here. I've seen a bunch of these videos, but I guess I didn't really take notes. So we're going to try for 5. That sounds like kind of a well-rounded number. Hopefully, I'll at least get at least one matte. That's, I think, the thing that I'm most worried about is, like, I'm hoping that I'll get, at least one matte, if not 2. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So once I kind of figure out what colors I get, then I'll go ahead and put on a lip color before we start. But for now, I just don't really know. I did kind of neutral, for the rest of my face, just so that I'd have that. And I'll make sure and like swatch all of them so that you can see, and whatever. Okay, I'm gonna stop wasting time. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna kind of do it like, 1 through 4, so on. Like that in rows. That's kind of how I'm gonna do it. So we will see. So we're gonna do 5. All right, so let's generate the first one. 4. Okay, so that's this color Ya, which is gorgeous. Yes, I'm wearing a mini sweatshirt because that's what you're getting today. I mean, I may be doing a glam look, we'll see, but I'm still wearing a sweatshirt. I'm still going to be comfortable because that's mom life right there. Okay, so I'm gonna use this shade Ya, which is, it's just so unbelievably gorgeous. Okay. Oh my God, I don't have room on my vanity here. Oh boy, I don't want to drop anything. Okay. I'm pretty happy I got this shade. I mean, they're all beautiful, but I'm telling you, this palette, any palette by Juvia's Place, I mean, just find, if you don't have any of them, find a color scheme that you like. They're all pretty creative, but like you can always pair it with something else if it intimidates you. But I mean, their mattes are nice, but their shimmers are like the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen. All right, so that's the first one. Then we get 2. Oh, thank goodness, we got a matte. Okay, so that's the first matte that we get. And then, like I said, the mattes are nice. They're not, the shimmers are really like what's special about this palette. And I'm not huge on like how things swatch. I mean, it doesn't matter. It matters how they perform on the eyes. Sometimes the swatches don't tell the whole story. So, but those would go nicely together, which is good. That's a good thing. Okay. All right, let's do the next one. Okay. So now we've got the shade Morocco. Oh, this one was called Madagascar, by the way. This one is the shade Morocco, which is a beautiful bright orange shade, which again will go really nicely. So far I'm not having to be too creative. But I promise I will do more of these. I'm definitely going to keep on doing this because I think this is a really good challenge. And like I said, it's a good way to play with some older palettes. So maybe, because I said I was going to do other Juvia's Place palettes for my Throwback Thursday videos. And so maybe whenever I use like shadows in Throwback Thursdays, maybe I'll do like a palette bingo at some point throughout the month. Let me know what you think, if I should do like a monthly palette bingo. Let me know. Okay, so that's the shade Morocco. So, all right. So that's what we've got there so far. Okay, so far, pretty easy kind of look, I guess, but I'll see what I can do with it. All right, so then we have two more, okay. 10, Layla, right here. Okay, all right. Another beautiful shimmer, a really deep shimmer, but I love orange and purple together. That is definitely one of my favorite combos. So, I mean, it's a very deep purple though, so, okay, all right. But that's kind of nice because that gives us a deepening shade. You know, if I don't get the other matte that's in here, there are only, there's actually, yeah, there's 4 mattes in here. So there are 2 more that could be more, you know, deep shades than what I have here. Because these 2 can't really deepen things too much. So I guess we have 1 more. Okay. Yeah, 1 more. Okay, 6. Zuri. So that'll be a good highlight shade, obviously. Okay. So the palette bingo gods have clearly tried to make things a little bit easier for me for my first time, which I totally appreciate. I think that that's very nice. It's all pretty simple, but you know, I'm gonna see what I can come up with. There's those 5 shades so you can see. Let's get those a little closer for you so you can see. Right there, beautiful, all beautiful shades. So I'm going to put on a lip color, I believe, and think about what I might do, and I'll be back to do the look. So I did a pretty basic nude lip combo, but I kind of figured that some of the lip colors in my Throwback Thursday and also a lip liner from my year-long project would work for this, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to use those. So I'm going to pull back my hair. So I think what I'm gonna do, and hopefully it turns out okay, well, I'm gonna use Madagascar and Morocco in my crease. Duh. I'm gonna use those in my crease, but I think I'm gonna take Ya on my lower lash line. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna take Ya on my lower lash line because I feel like, yes, it goes with those 2, but I'm trying to be a little bit creative here. So I think instead I'm going to take, I'm gonna use Layla and Zuri to do like a halo eye. I'm not gonna do like a halo cut crease or anything. I'm just gonna do like a basic halo eye. So of course I'll do Layla in, you know, in the outer and the inner part, and then I'll put this like in the center to really pop. So that's what I'm thinking. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna do Madagascar as like my main transition shade, that one right there. And then Morocco is gonna kind of go on top as sort of just like a pop of warmth. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll see how this goes. And I am gonna be a little bit more careful than I normally am with these eyeshadows just because I did my base already. Maybe I should like put some powder underneath. I don't usually do that type of thing, but I don't wanna ruin my base. Not that I'm like going out or anything. I'm doing nothing. Oh my gosh, I hate this powder. I'm telling you, it's a good powder, but oh my God, it gets everywhere, and it just did get everywhere. So that's good. I kind of hate to like have powder underneath my eyes like that, but if they're dry, they'll be dry, so be it. So we're gonna look like that for a little bit just because that way I don't have to be super worried, because I'm gonna do my best with these, of course, but just don't know how it's gonna go, so. All right, so we'll start with Madagascar, and we'll start with a fairly big brush, I guess you can say. my Sigma E40. I never really tell you the brushes that I'm using, but no one's ever commented that they don't like that, so I don't know. And by the way, when I tap off my brush, I usually tap it off into my color switch just so that it doesn't like go everywhere. That's kind of what I like to do. Shadows are so nice though, I'll tell you. They're really, really nice. And I'm gonna kind of make sure and bring it really far into the inner corner just because then, you know, we'll get that halo eye. And if I get too messy, I can always clean it up, but that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, you know, I feel like their shimmers get all the attention because, I mean, you saw them. But the mattes are really nice too. I mean, look at this. This is very, very nice. And if you've tried Juvia's Place, if you've tried like even just one palette from them, like what's your favorite palette? Definitely let me know because I have a few of them. I got them like in a bundle back when I got this one, it was like in a bundle with like 2 other ones because it was like a really, you know, it was a good deal to get in a bundle. And this was of course way before they came to Ulta, but I mean, they're so nice, and I'm definitely like eyeing some other ones. I will say the Douce palette is the one that I'm eyeing the most. It's funny because it's not, they don't have it in my store in Ulta because of course in a lot of the Ulta stores they now have like a display and they have a bunch of their products. But that palette is not there, and like that's probably the only reason I haven't gotten it yet, because if it was in store, I probably would have swatched it and bought it immediately. I mean, that one looks so pretty, like when I've seen it in videos and stuff, and people swatch it. I mean, even just looking at it, it's just so pretty. Then I'm actually going to take this little teeny little brush. This is the Sigma E36. This is a great brush. I'm gonna kind of wipe it off on the color switch, not where I put that shadow that I tapped off. Awesome. Oh my God, my brushes need to be cleaned so badly. It's like really bad. So I'm gonna just tap in really lightly because this is a very pigmented shadow. And I'm just gonna take it like right on the top there. You know, it's nice because it's teeny and fluffy, you know, and so it blends as you are placing down the color. So it's a good way to add that color up top, or if you want to add something into the crease, like, you know, and you have hooded eyes especially. It's a really good brush for that. All right, so now I'm gonna do the halo part. I'm gonna start with that dark purple. Let me get a pencil brush in here somewhere. It's in here somewhere anyway. Okay, here we go. And I may spray it, we're just gonna see. Sometimes these do pretty well without spraying them. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm going to put a little bit of glitter glue because me and my hooded eyes, I just feel like it is better if I add that. And I might not wet this one, but then maybe go in and wet, you know, I'll probably wet Zuri, the champagne one. Gets a little overexposed when I get too close. It's a good thing I put down that powder because I am getting just a little bit. And when it's dark purple, that's maybe not the greatest thing in the world, right? Now I'm gonna go in and put down the shimmery color Zuri. I'm gonna put that one down, and I am gonna wet that one. Oh, look at that. I mean, the purple didn't even really need it, but if I wanted it to pop more, I certainly could. But look at this. I mean, I know I'm wetting this, but still. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, and I'll blend that in a second, obviously. Let's see if I need to wet this a little more. So stinking beautiful. Making sure to blend some of those edges so it doesn't look so harsh. Because of course we don't have any other shadows to play with. No, I don't think any of the other ones would work very well, so just taking a little bit more of that to blend it. And then we'll blend the top too in a second. All right, so now to blend the top part, I'm not gonna add too much more product, but I'm going to take this little duo fiber brush. This is the Sigma E41, And this is really great. I heard about this brush from Nicole Renee Cutler. She's awesome if you haven't seen her before. And she uses this to get like right into the crease. And it's really great if you have like hooded eyes. It's a really, really good one. And so I just put a little bit on the tip there. And it just gets right in there, but not, you know, too much. It's just a really gentle way to blend out some edges in the crease. See, this is why I like to do my eyes first now, because like, look, you know, I'm gonna have to clean that out as best as I can there. Because I don't wanna have to redo my concealer and everything. It's not a big deal, but it is kind of nice to do my eyes first these days. I do think I'm gonna leave the powder there just while I go in with Ya, because that might get a little bit of fallout too. So, but I'm not gonna add any liner. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Yeah, I don't think I wanna add any liner. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of my glitter base first, just so that it has something to stick to down there. That's probably a good plan. That'll help too. I think I'm gonna wet this, not because I feel like it needs it, but just so that it's not like gonna flake off so easily. Because I'm mostly just gonna place it. I don't even think I'm really gonna blend this out, which I know is like kind of crazy talk. Like everyone blends out their eyeshadow, but I think that I might just kind of make this, I don't know, a little different in that way and just kind of have it there. I know the typical thing would have been to just like put all of the mattes down there, but this is a little bit different, so I like it. Let's do the other side. Add the glitter base again. Definitely got a little bit of fallout from that too, so I'm glad that I made sure and put powder underneath. I'm gonna see how I can get rid of this as best as possible. So I think I'm gonna take a liner that will pretty much match-ish the lower lash line, this Makeup Forever ME42. So I think I'm gonna take a little more of Zuri on the inner corners, because I think it, you know, it's dark, and so I think I need that a little bit on the inner corners. So I'm just gonna take a little bit. I'm not gonna wet it, I'm just gonna pop it right there just to brighten it up a little bit. So I'm going to put on some mascara, and then I'm going to be back to show you the completed look. All right, so this is the completed look. What do you think? I'm really proud of myself for trying to challenge myself, even though I got some pretty somewhat basic colors, you could say. I'm proud of myself for trying to make it a little bit more challenging, and I think I did a pretty good job. So I'm excited about this video. I hope that you guys like it. You know, it's something I've never done before, but I've really wanted to, and I think that it's good to challenge myself artistically, and I think that you should too. And definitely let me know if you want me to make this sort of like a regular thing. I mean, you know, whether it's from my Throwback Thursday palettes or just, you know, palettes in general. I think that it's a really cool thing, and it was fun for me to do, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, please make sure and give it a big thumbs up. That really does help out my channel so much. I post videos every single Monday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Time. If you are not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around, and I really hope to see you next time.